Okay, we are now live of the game engine coding live stream, part 90 GUI. We're going to do rotation and scaling, so it's part 21 of the GUI stuff, and we're going to be doing rotation and scaling. So we already got rotation and not just GUI stuff, I guess it's any sort of object stuff. We've already got, let me get my laptop so I can see comments. We've already got rotation and scaling, but what we don't have is rotation relative to the current rotation or scaling relative to current scaling. You just set a rotation, so let's say 45 degrees. So if you provide 45, it sets it to 45. You might just want to add it, like increment it by 45, just like keep rotating 45. The way you would achieve that is by getting the get method and then add in 45 to that. But that's just extra effort that I don't want to have to do, and I don't want the users to have to do. So let's do rotational scaling. First of all, I'm going to create a list of all of the classes that we're going to have to modify. We'll have to modify button, but before we do that, we'll have to do drawable. We'll modify that one first. Button, circle, not clock, not collision, not color, not CSV, not debug, not drawable, not engine, not events, not file, not font, not gamepad, not gesture, not high score, not input, not joystick, not JSON keyboard, label, map manager, no, menu component, no, mouse, no, parallax, no, physics, player, no, the rectangle, yes, scrolling background, do we need to change scrolling background? Not for this, we don't. We have to change sprite and triangle. You know what, I'm going to copy that and go into the drawable header. I'm going to create a list of all the things that are inherited from it. Every class inheriting drawable. I feel like this will be pretty darn useful. Okay, so that's an easy way of just referring to what is hooked into it, because we're having to do this on a pretty regular basis. So first of all, we're going to look at drawable, and I'll implement the two methods. So it's rotate and it's scale. We've already got like a move one, but we don't have a scale one. So we'll say void scale, so have a const float, no, const glm colon vector 2 ampersand scale, and we're gonna have a void scale again, but this is gonna have two float variable x scale and const float y scale. Then we're gonna have another one, void scale x, const float x scale, and there we go. So those are all the ones we need. Don't need any getters for this. We've already got the previous getters will actually apply to this. So this has parameter no return type. It's called scale. So this is called scale in the x and y-axis, scale the object relative to its current scale, and I'm going to copy this. This is almost the same. I'll rip this from here and I will relative to its current X scale to its current Y scale. Okay, so that's the scale stuff done. I'll implement them momentarily. I want to do the same thing for rotate. And I don't think we need to do the same with something for pivot, do we? Now rotate it. Where was the rotate methods? This is a set rotation, so here we're just gonna have our method void rotate const float angle. That's all we need, I guess. It's not rotating in two different axes. So it's set the rotation angle, rotate the object relative to its current angle, and I'll copy and paste this, and I'll go to Sublime, whack that. Get rid of these. Okay, so now we got these here. What we'll now do is, actually before I do that, let me put this over here. This is gonna crash now, ain't it? Jesus, don't know what's, this is annoying when this happens. Don't know what's gonna end up. Actually, it don't matter even if nothing gets recovered, because I've got it all backed up in the Sublime. That's fine. Let it crash. It's gonna reboot. That is annoying. Ridiculously annoying. So I don't think there's been any recovery, has there, by the looks of it? Okay, we got that there. For rotation, we don't have it. Let's whack that. Luckily we got it here. It wasn't for this purpose, but it's serving this purpose now. Now for scaling, same thing as serving this purpose, even though it wasn't for this purpose. Okay, so what I want to do is button is coming first. We also need a circle. Button, circle, label, rectangle, sprite, triangle. Label, sprite, or no, label, rectangle, 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 sprite, triangle. So that's all of them here. Okay, so that's like good stuff. And here I'm going to whack drawable, No, upgrade drawable. There'll be button. Actually, let me do in the inverse order. So triangle, sprite, rectangle, label, circle and button, circle, button, and drawable. Obviously, can't forget drawable. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll do a quick ass implementation. Don't want to do that. So we will, with the class right there, we will create the method implementations. And we'll say underscore rotation plus equals angle. That should be it, like so. We'll say underscore scale times scale. Like that's essentially what we're doing. Dot x dot x. Oh no, this is x scale. Don't know why I would do that. Y really should have these as dot x and dot x dot y dot x dot y. Okay, so we just need the same. Just need to grab this and paste it here. Okay, so that's that done. Okay, so that's implemented in the drawable. I'm going to give it a quick build, and now we're going to do something similar for button. So we'll find the rotation first. Can't find it here. The scale. What? You decided that we wouldn't rotate, did we? I think we just didn't. Yeah, we decided we wouldn't do it. So I only need the scale in this one. Scale, scale, scale. Where is scale? It was there somewhere. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is grab that, put it here. I can just do like a control or job. Do that. Do that. Now let's give it a scale. Create method implementations. And so it's put it right here. So we're literally gonna say set scale. But the difference internally is instead of saying we're gonna say underscore label dot get scale time by scale. Oh yeah, we do need the default thing, don't we? Copy that. I will whack that. If I can find the scale, I lost it again. 1000, and then we'll whack one here, but we'll get rid of the true part. Whack another one here. Well, what we'll do now, so that's fine. We'll now get hold of this, and we'll say if gets a scale X and gets scale Y. We'll copy that one, paste that there. It's that one here that I'll go grab. ZFE says hi ZFE, how are you doing? Hope you are well. And I'm gonna grab this, all of this. I'm gonna have to put a space, there we go. And now let me grab this one. Now let's put so that's scale done for button. Give that a quick ass build. Now for circle, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to do do we have to do rotation? No, yeah, I guess so. So there's rotation method. So we'll have the rotation here. Rotate. And we'll have the scale here as well. Pretty simple to be fair. And what we'll do is I'll literally copy, not the rotation ones, just the scale ones, from here to circle, like so, and we should, I'm hoping, be able to just change a few things and that it should work. So instead of underscore label, we're going to say underscore, I think it's underscore object. That is a, nope, underscores, what would, underscore shape. How to run application. I don't get the question. Are you saying how to run SFMR applications, or you need help with something? Gonna need a bit more info than that, mate. I'm gonna give this a build us, because what sort of scale method does it have? Does it not have a get scale? I guess not, but we wouldn't need the default stuff, would we? Because that's only for stuff like label and that, you know, menu items. I think that's really only, not just for the menu items. I think the ones, the button one, or the combination. I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, so I've never actually had them here anyway. That's fine, that's calm. Rotate, that's only times rotate. Let me build that again. Okay, no. It's just that, isn't it? I guess we got no get scale because it's scaling from the other one anyway. Yeah, I guess with button is a little different. Get scale X. So I think that's looking better now. And we'll just need to implement the rotate method as well. Rotate. I'll copy and paste it from here. So I'm literally going to say set rotation. And this is going to be get rotation first. Plus angle. And that's it. I mean, that should be all good now. The label, I'm not too sure how this is gonna work. The label may work slightly differently. Okay, yes, scale, does it have, it has rotation, which is good. So now let's grab the rotation. We don't need the update stuff, so we'll grab it from circle. So we'll grab that. We'll grab the scale stuff. And what we'll do, we'll copy from circle. I feel like the circle one will take us a long way. Copy that, go into label. Rotate should be here somewhere. Set rotation. We'll do something similar for scale. I'll fix those errors momentarily. And time to fix the errors. Label. That should be all good with label and circle now. I should only have rectangle, sprite and triangle to fix now. And I should be able to do this in a pretty quick succession. The headers, and then, because they're all pretty similar to be fair. Okay, so let me grab from circle. I'll grab the scale first. So the scale to rectangle, sprite and triangle, rectangle, sprite and triangle, rectangle, sprite and triangle. Does rectangle now scaling? I was thinking it, whether it did or didn't. No, it does. That's calm. So, go do the rotation ones now. It's actually it's only the one. It's called rotate, copy that, rotate, 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 and what we'll see is we'll copy that, rotate, and we need the scale ones as well. No, that's not it. If we need it from circle, and then we'll fix all errors. Copy, paste, paste, so I'll look at something to do with SFML transform. Okay, so rotate, rotate. I'm just checking something out. Something is working. Guess ultimately there ain't no restriction on what rotation is. If it's like 480, then it's just well, you know, like 1/3 rotation. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, so we'll close these down. We'll go back here. So we've done this now. And that's that done. I'll give it another build and I will commit this now. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I wanted to make sure I got one done. It's a short one, but we made some good progress. Rotate, relative rotation, and scaling methods implemented. That's that done. Then tomorrow we'll look at checkups, text box. It'll be like kind of like a label where you can actually enter text in it. That's really all it is. and radio button, checkbox, slider. All good stuff. All interesting stuff. '91, 22. Not rotational scaling, it is text box. I wonder what other people have done. I want like a text. I like to get input, but I want a text box. Don't know, is this the button part or is this a...
Should be good with that. So yeah, so then I should do
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I can't type anything else after that. But I can still delete keys afterwards. Because that was like one of the things we wanted to show we can do is that we can delete keys. And I can deselect it and I can't type anything. And so yeah, everything with our text box seems to be working all well. And so yeah, that's how you make a text box in
Yeah, we need selection as well. Ah, very all interesting stuff this is. Something I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on. And that's all that done. I'm just gonna say for the FPS counter. Look into GUI, especially for the graph stuff. Okay, so save that. I'm gonna wrap up. I want to thank everyone for watching. I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully you have a good day. And I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.